Thank you so much for watching my videos. Now, I am doing a really simple, easy meal, breakfast meal, or you can do it for dinner. Sometimes we eat this for dinner. So I have 4 russet potatoes here. I'm gonna make papas and chorizo, or chorizo and potatoes. It's one of the easiest meals. You guys know that I work full-time, I do YouTube, and I run a nonprofit. So all of my meals have to be quick, easy, and simple to make. So this is one of my easiest breakfast meals to make. It doesn't take a lot of time because you guys know time is of the essence, especially when you're busy doing so many things. So I washed and rinsed my potatoes. I dried them off, and now I'm going to peel them. These are regular 4 russet potatoes. So the only thing I did is I chopped and cut my potatoes into little pieces, and then I'm going to put some salt and pepper in it to taste, and then we're going to fry them up. I season them to taste, salt and pepper, and the only thing I'm going to do is add them to my hot skillet. I'm going to lower my heat, and I'm going to let them cook until they get to a golden brown. So I have here my pork chorizo. Now they sell this in beef, they sell it in soy. We prefer the pork. The beef is good as well. I've never tried the soy, but this is what it looks like. I got mine at the 99-cent store. You can find them at the grocery store. They're about $1. I think Food for Less has them for like 79 cents. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to cut the ends and then slice it down the middle. You can always squeeze it, but I prefer to just cut and slice and throw in the pan. Now my potatoes are still cooking, so I'm gonna let these brown up. I'm gonna let them get to their like a golden brown before I add my chorizo. And I'm also going to drain a lot of this oil that the potatoes are cooking in before I add my chorizo. So let these simmer down and cook, and then we'll continue. Okay, so my potatoes are a nice golden brown. They're cooked. You want to make sure they're cooked. And then I have my chorizo here. And the only thing, I cut it open, took it out of the packaging, and I'm going to place this with my potatoes. What I usually do is I just blend it in really good. And I use 2. You can definitely use 1, and I always overmake too much. So Amanda's here, so she'll take the rest home with her and eat it for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, knowing her. This is one of her favorite meals. Penny's on the floor looking for crumbs. And you don't have to salt and pepper this because the chorizo has a lot of seasoning in it. I just prefer to do it that way, so it brings the flavor out. When you add salt, it brings flavor out. So, and then I'm going to add my second one, and I'm going to lower my heat to like a simmer and let it simmer and cook. As you can see, guys, it is cooking down, looking good, and you want to get it to just so it gets a little bit brown. You'll know when it's done. I always do that. I got to clean this kitchen because I make such a mess, and I'm filming with one hand. So, and I'm going to lower my heat down just a little bit more. While that is cooking, I have my, I think you guys call it a skillet. These are amazing. So I have my skillet cooking, warming up, and I'm going to cook my tortillas on it, or tortillas as you guys call them, on there. And we use flour. You can use corn. You can even put this on toast. And yeah, so you can even put bread, make it into, I guess you can use bread. I've had it with toast. I've never had it with just plain bread. Or you can fill this up with flour tortillas. With corn tortillas, and you can fry them and make them into little tacos too. That tastes really good too. Okay, so that's warming up, and then I have this other pan here, and I'm going to use that to cook my eggs. So let me start doing my tortillas. Butter on my skillet. And I'm just gonna blend it around. And I'm just gonna take my tortilla. I use my hand. I've been eating these since I was a kid, so I use my hand. I just flip them around, and then I put them in my tortilla warmer. I got this at the 99-cent only store. And it's just going to keep them warm while I make my eggs and make sure everything is cooked completely. This is still simmering and cooking. It's looking good, almost done. This is my family's favorite meal. I don't make it that often because it's not like the healthiest meal, but oh, it's so good, guys. Okay, let me cook my tortillas. This one's almost done. I cook them until they like kind of puff up like that. And then I put them in my little container here, and I got my lid right here. And I cover them up so they're nice and warm for them to eat. Chorizo is done, and I had it on like a not high heat, not a little bit below medium heat, and I probably cooked it for about 5 minutes. My tortillas are still cooking. I'm on my second one now. And last thing I'm going to do on the chorizo is I have some extra cheese, some dos queso blend cheese. I'm just going to sprinkle it around. They love cheese, so I'm going to sprinkle that around, get rid of this package so it doesn't go bad. And yeah, I'm going to start cooking my over medium eggs. Now you can do scrambled, you don't have to do the eggs, you can just make burritos, however you want to do it. But they like it with over medium eggs, so I'm going to cook those right now. Plated. I have my 2 over medium eggs, I got my chorizo, and I have my 2 tortillas for my husband. Now he usually just takes one, uses the egg and chorizo and makes a burrito out of it. I eat it differently. I piece off the tortilla, take a piece of that and a piece of egg. It's completely up to you however you want to do it. You can definitely make these into burritos. It's a really simple, easy recipe, really easy to make, and it's actually really inexpensive. Everything I got from the 99-cent store. So this meal was less than $4 or $5 to make, and I made quite a bit. And I know Amanda's going to take the rest home, but this would last us for probably like 2-3 days to eat in the morning. So really inexpensive, easy meal to make. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I know a lot of you asked me like, what do you cook? Because I know you're super busy. This is just an example. I'll try to do some more cooking videos. I'm not the best at it, but I always like to do simple, easy, inexpensive. That's always my goal. So you guys have a fabulous, blessed day. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch my videos. And I will be talking to you guys real soon. Thanks for watching. So bye. This is how my husband does it. And look at Penny. She's begging. And he uses the whole egg. I eat it completely different. But like I said, everybody else is different. That's what he does. And then he rolls it up into a burrito. He wanted to show you guys. Okay, guys. Bye.